Testing. Silver half, Martin Dublin, left half. Joyce McMullen and Martin Griffin in the middle of the pitch. Marty Carlin, Charlie Mulgrew and Declan Bonner. And right corner forward, Leslie McGettigan, full forward, Michael Laverty, and Manus Boyle, left corner. And the Cork team is John Cairns in goal, Tony Nation right full, Tony Davis full, John Evans left full. Niall Cahallan right half, Conor Conaghan centre half, and Dennis Watts left half. Teddy McCarthy.
There was a Cork line out there.
Referee for today's match, Jim McGuinness from Mayo.
Tommy.
Here.
Come on down here. Come on down here. Oh my God, there's a man out here, isn't he?
What, George, go.
Good catch, there's a
One and a half minutes gone and still having trouble getting a commentator. You do it, Sheila. Hey, you could mention the Donegal player, can you hear me?
go ahead, but no, you don't know the Cork play. Stay.
Not joking, no.
Here's John Driscoll taking a free now from the 21-yard line. Wide ball for Cork. No McCall taking the kick out for Donegal now. Kicks her 55 yards. Martin Griffin's up. Caught by number 11, Cork. Matt Gallagher fracture. Short ball from Matt Gallagher. Picked up. Trouble line by John Cleary. Donegal. Picked up by Charlie Mulgrew.
Cheers, boys. Should did a raking bit.
Colm O'Neill sends a long ball in where it's cut out by Matt Gallagher to Joyce McMullen. Joyce, high, dropping out where Michael Lafferty is under it, breaks it down, but it's picked up by Niall Cahalane. Niall under pressure, passes it back to Tony Davis. Tony across into the centre to Tony Mannix. Tony Mannix out of the wing to Paddy Hayes. Paddy low along the ground. Martin Shovlin gets a boot to it. Joyce under pressure, 50 yards from his own goal. Comes away with the ball. Followed by Danny Collety and fouled in possession. Fouled from behind by Danny Collety. 5 minutes into this game. No score yet. Donegal favoured by a strong breeze. Martin Griffin. Captain from Donegal. Lines this ball up in the centre of the field. Aiming for Michael Lafferty at full forward. Sends it low. Lafferty and Conaghan contesting possession. Michael Lafferty left-footed, and the McCool's player lifts Donegal into the lead. 5 minutes into the game, Michael Lafferty receiving a free kick from Martin Griffin in the centre of the field, left-footed. He opens Donegal's account. Large crowd here in Ballyshannon, hoping that the weather remains as it is presently, but Donegal favoured by a strong breeze here, as John Cairns takes it out to the 21-yard line. Referee not happy with the positioning of it, as the midfielders Christy Ryan and Martin Griffin. Inch for inch in the centre of the field as this ball comes out from John Cairns. Out down here under us. Donal Reid gets a fist to it. On to Charlie Mulgrew, 40 yards out. Charlie lifts. Fronted by Conor Coolhan, gets the ball inside, but that's cut out by Cork full-back Tony Davis. Comes out to where Donal Reid. Donal sends it across. Michael Lafferty. Michael in possession. Feeds it back to Martin Griffin. Martin sends it high, and Martin cheers. Sends it slightly to the left. Donegal supporters up here behind us were sure that Martin Griffin had registered Donegal's second score after receiving a pass from Michael Lafferty following good work by Donal Reid. But the ball swung slightly to the left and wide. John Cairns with the kick out. Into the centre of the field. Declan Boner and Niall Cahalane. Declan Boner takes it. Being swung around, comes inside. Kicks it across here where Charlie Mulgrew and Conor Coolhan is under it. Out comes Marty Carlin. Marty to Martin Griffin. Good ball in. But it's cut out by John Evans. John Evans is fouled. Attack-minded Donal Reid. Up there, well, nearly found by Martin Griffin, as John Evans, the man from Castlehaven, lines it up. 21 yards from his own goal, right-footed. Into the centre of the field, Joyce McMullen, Declan Boner, but Christy Ryan comes away. Christy on the ground at the moment, surrounded by Donegal players. Plays it back to his right half-back, Niall Cahalane. Cahalane is a kick blocked down by Martin Griffin. Conor Coolhan gets in his clearance. Martin Shovlin. Martin left-footed. Relieving clearance by Martin Shovlin, and it's Anthony Davis cutting out a dangerous ball, pursued by Michael Lafferty. He gets in his clearance, and again Martin Shovlin, the Navalton player, Fisted up along the wing to Martin Griffin, Michael Lafferty. Michael fails to keep it in play, and it's a Donegal ball. Two dangerous situations cut out there by Martin Shovlin. As Tony Nation takes the ball, takes the line ball, across into Conor Counahan. Conor, unchallenged over the halfway line. Cornie Carr puts him under pressure. It comes out here to John Cleary. John into the centre to Tom Mannix. Tom gets inside Cornie Carr, sends it in. Tommy McDermott gets a fist to it. Dangerously near the Cork goal as Barry Coffey. Barry out near the end line, and as Donald Reid cuts it out. Donald right-footed, long, high relieving clearance. Charlie Mulgrew and Conor Counahan. Charlie putting the Cork men under pressure, but the ball breaks out to number 12, Barry Coffey, and it's Cork ball. Cork ball. Martin Shovlin or Charlie Mulgrew seems to think otherwise, but it's a Cork ball. And Christy Ryan, St. Finbarr's club man. This ball about 30 yards out into the breeze. Jimmy Kerrigan coming out to meet it, but the ball drops in where Martin Griffin is under it, and it's picked up by Ewan Gallagher. A substitution, a replacement for Sean Boner. Gives it to Donald Reid. Joyce McMullen. Joyce sends a lovely ball into the centre, meant for Leslie McGettigan. Leslie wins it. Gets inside. Good ball inside to Declan Boner. Declan Boner. It's cut out. Tony Nation gets a boot to it. Comes out now to Dennis Welch. Holcombe footballer. Gets down over it. Fails to pick it up. Declan Boner is in there. And eventually Dennis Welch has his kick blocked down. Ball comes to Marty Carlin. Martin being swung around, and Martin wins a free kick. 30 yards out. To the right of the post here, referee moving him back slightly. Donegal 1 point. Cork have yet to open their account for a large gathering here in Ballyshannon. Clouds gathering over here. Head is Marty Carlin. Lines this one up. Kelly Gordon lad, left-footed. He pulls it to the right, and it's gone harmlessly wide. Chance gone a begging. Chance a begging, really. With the being wind assisted, should have been one that Marty should have put over. We've no chance. 9 minutes into the first half, and with this assistance of this breeze and the amount of the play, Donegal would be anxious to register a few more scores as John Kearns' kick out drops in the centre of the field. Ryan versus Griffin. Ryan gets a hands to it, and it breaks to Niall Cahalan. Niall. Charlie Mulgrew fouled. Same for use of the fist as Niall Cahalan. One of the Irish stars down under. 3 of them here. John O'Driscoll at full forward. Niall Callahan, in fact Teddy McCarthy was originally selected, but he has cried off as Niall Callahan sends this one in. Martin Shovlin is under it, gets his fist to it. Declan Boner. Declan is on the ground. Play on to the referee. Martin Shovlin gets in very near the sideline, the far side. And it's Declan Boner being fouled. Barry Coffey penalised for a foul on Declan Boner, who seems to be playing a very deep kind of a game for Donegal. It's Matt Gallagher going back to take this one. 10 minutes. Cork haven't threatened. Having said that, Donegal seem to have most of the play, but only 1 point to show for it. Scored by Michael Lafferty after 5 minutes. Michael Lafferty is under this one. Tony Davis gets his hands to it, and Niall Cahalan. Niall plays it back to Tony Davis. Tony puts it back, and it breaks to Marty Carlin. Marty under pressure. Breaking ball seems to favour the Cork men as Paddy Hayes. Paddy Hayes to Conor Counahan over the halfway line. Martin Griffin put him under pressure. Getting his foot to it. Across where is Tony Nation and Manus ball. Manus ball is gone in through, but John Cairns bravely comes out. Dangerous situation averted by John Cairns as the ball coming out to Conor Counahan. Conor seems to be playing anywhere but centre half back. To his left half back colleague Dennis Welch. Low up along the wing here. John O'Driscoll and Tommy McDermott. John O'Driscoll lifts. And the referee, it's a line ball. Line ball, Cork ball. Tommy McDermott thought he was anxious to take it for Donegal, but the referee signals a Cork ball. John O'Driscoll. So much expected of this young man. I'm sure Cork will be lucky on him too. Lead them as he sends this ball dangerously across the square. Martin Shovlin is on the well taken by Martin on the edge of the square. Well fielded by Martin Shovlin. His cairns come to Christy Ryan. Christy gives it inside to Jimmy Kerrigan. Jimmy across to Niall Cahalan. 25 metres out. Niall sends it to the left and sends it wide. Park half back line finding themselves up in very attacking positions as Declan Bonner and Marty Carlin seem to Declan Bonner coming down here under us now at this minute, playing a roving game. Niall Callahan picked up that one 25 metres from the Donegal goal. Send it to the left and wide after. There's Noel McCall. Noel's kick is long. Paddy Hayes is under it. Martin Griffin is under it. Joyce McMullen, but it's Dennis Welch coming away. Dennis sends it in. Meant for John Cleary. Ewan Gallagher getting back. Ewan, a replacement for Sean Bonner, covers that situation very well and gets outside of John Cleary and sends this clearance into Declan Bonner. Declan, giving Niall Callahan quite a handful at the minute. Sends it out to meant for Marty Carlin. John Davis is back. And it's a Donegal ball. Marty Carlin pressurising John Evans into playing the ball out over the line. Switches around the place here as we see Marty Carlin seems to be going right corner forward. Leslie McGettigan left corner. We'll follow the play as Marty Carlin. 21 metres out. Sideline. Here he comes. Swings it across. Dangerously across. Leslie McGettigan is under. Tony Nation gets his hand to it. And it's cut out by Jimmy Carrigan. Back on his own. 21-yard line. And down at the receiving end of a high tackle from Manus Biles being spoken to by the referee, but Carrigan has recovered as John Cairns comes out to take the kick. Certainly Donegal finding the scores hard to come by. All but Tommy McDermott and John O'Driscoll are anchored in the Donegal half of the field as John Cairns' kick out comes under it. Martin Shovlin is under it, gets a fist to it. Barry Coffey loots it on, and it's Joyce McMullen. Joyce coming across the field. Not making much progress, being surrounded by players. Sends it across now to Cornie Carr. Cornie long. Manus Boyle is under it, but well cut out by Tony Nation. Tony sending it up to Conor Conaghan. To Tom Mannix. Tom Mannix crossing the halfway line, pursued by Martin Griffin. Sends the ball across to where Tom Hayes gets it. John Cleary seemed to be tripped, given the advantage. Pursued and Ewan Gallagher breaks away. Ewan Gallagher sends it Declan Bonner. Well laid off to Donal Reid. Donal loses possession. Being confronted by Declan Wells. Sends it into Leslie McGettigan. Leslie, after 2 attempts, gets it into the hand. Cutting into the centre to Michael Lafferty. No backup. It's forced to come across the field. Gets it inside. Michael Lafferty, dangerous ball, but gone to the right and gone wide. Really, the backup wasn't there for Michael Lafferty. Backup wasn't there. Found himself in problems 40 metres out. There was no one running on to take the ball. Was forced to go on himself, and his kick went to the right and went wide. John Cairns. Halfway through this first half as the wind seems to gather strength here. Martin Griffin is under it, gets his hand to it, breaks a dangerous ball through, and it's on to Leslie McGettigan. John Cairns gets his hand to it. A great save from John Cairns. John Cairns advancing from the goal. Saved for Cork at the expense of a 45. Leslie McGettigan went through to a ball broken down by Martin Griffin. And possibly Leslie will look back on it as a missed chance, but credit must be given to the Cork keeper for averting a dangerous situation when his full back seemed to be cut out of possession. As Marty Carlin with his 45, slightly to the right of the goal. Really Donegal, for the amount of play, would want to register a few scores here. Marty floats it in, and he floats it over the bar. 16 minutes, first half. Marty Carlin taps it over. Probably Donegal supporters would be looking back on it as one that should have been in the back of the net. Be that as it may, Donegal lead 2 points to Cork, yet to open their account. John O'Driscoll moving out from his full forward position as John Cairns, certainly the busier of the two keepers in this half. His kick into the middle of the field. Martin Griffin, Christy Ryan are under it, between the two of them, and the referee is happy that it's going to be he's penalising Martin Griffin for a holding free there. Seen from here as if both of them gain possession, but in any case it's Christy Ryan. Centre of the field. Christy sends a ball looking for John Cleary and Ewan Gallagher. certainly performing well since he moved in here. And the referee has whistled up. And once again, for the third time in the game, right down here under us, the Donegal backs being pressurised into clearances which are being put out over the sideline. Is John O'Driscoll is back out, or is that John? Barry Coffey is out to take this one. Dangerous ball by Barry Coffey. Fisted and cut out by Tommy McDermott. Dangerous situation put by Tommy McDermott as Declan Boner fails to keep it in play. It comes back to Colm O'Neill. Colm sends the ball away in. John O'Driscoll, but he gets his hand to it. The ball comes out now to Paddy Hayes. Paddy gone inside his man. This could be Cork's opener. It's gone to the right and gone wide. Paddy Hayes, chance to register Cork's for score. Really dangerous situation averted by Tommy McDermott. His colleagues weren't in tune with him, and Barry Coffey, or Paddy Hayes rather, almost punished the clearance. The kick out from now, a ball breaking down to Niall Callahan. Niall plays it back to Conor Coulihan. Conor right through the centre. And it's Barry Coffey, he gets his hand to it, but it's rooted up the field to where Manus Boyle and Tony Nation. Tony Nation gets his foot to it, and it's a Donegal ball. Declan Boner lines it up, anxious to take it quickly. Declan sends it in. Michael Lafferty, Manus Boyle, well taken by Manus Boyle, still in play, quite close to the end line. Plays it back, lovely ball back to Leslie McGettigan. Leslie pops it straight over. An opportunist pass by Leslie McGettigan. Sharp on the feed ball fed back by Manus Boyle, who after taking the ball well had his options closed down and was forced to play it back to Leslie McGettigan, who from an awkward angle, snapshot going over the bar. Donegal 3 points. Cork yet to open their account. That's John Cairns. Out into the centre of the field. Griffin and Ryan once again. And it's Griffin in possession. Griffin fouled in possession this time. Well taken by Martin Griffin. Ball sent out to Donal Reid. Donal anxious to get forward. Plays it up to the Union's clubman Leslie McGettigan. Once again inside to Michael Lafferty. Michael sends it wide. The intentions of Leslie were good. Play that ball a little bit too far forward, with the result that Michael Lafferty was unable to keep it in play. John Cairns once again. John Cairns with the kick out. Martin Griffin fails to hold it. Christy Ryan gets a boot to it. Joyce McMullen and Joyce in possession. Joyce having a shot half blocked down. Seem to be getting caught in possession. Promising situation here for Donal Reid. Donal gets it to Charlie Mulgrew. Charlie and one of his bursts through the centre. Sends it into Leslie McGettigan. And it's cut out by John Davis. Really played too far ahead of Leslie McGettigan. As the clearance from Conor Houlihan comes down. Martin Griffin, one of 3 Donegal men under it. Kicks it high. Droppy, and Michael Lafferty is under it. So is Charlie Mulgrew under it. But Declan Boner is the man who comes away for it. Plays it back to Cornie Carr. Cornie plays it low to Michael Lafferty. Michael out to Declan Boner. We need to get it in there. And Declan Boner sends it to the left and sends it wide. Overdoing it, Donegal. Little bit reluctant with the wind to get that ball in there where it counts. Putting it together nicely, but unfortunately for them, it's all happening out about the middle of the field. 21 minutes into this first half. And I'm sure Cork are quite content facing this breeze. We only in arrears by 3 points as John Cairns kick out. Swinging to the far side. Martin Shovlin is under it. Martin gets a hand to it, but the ball breaks down to Colm O'Neill. Colm busting through the middle. Challenged by Martin Griffin. He's still going. It's John O'Driscoll, in fact. John playing very far out and well cut out by Tommy McDermott. Tommy. Clearance meant for Declan Boner. Ball still in play. Colm O'Neill. Colm is fouled.
Come on, boys, you're up against the All-Ireland champions.
Niall Callahan finding himself playing a very attacking role in this first half. They could be following a roving Declan Boner. Now left-footed. And the ball in. Martin Shovlin. John O'Driscoll is on there. The ball breaks to John O'Driscoll. John, the young man from Ballingeary, twists, turns. And Paddy Hayes. Referee P.J. McGuinness penalises one of the Donegal boys for swinging Paddy Hayes around there. This is John O'Driscoll. This to open Cork's account. 22nd minute of the first half. 21 metres out. John O'Driscoll, right-footed, makes no mistake, and he opens Cork's account. Obviously, a few Cork supporters scattered around here. Noel McCool looking for switches around the place. Leslie McGettigan has moved out to right half forward in a switch with Marty Carlin. John O'Driscoll seems to be playing out the field. Paddy Hayes is playing full forward at the minute as Jimmy Kerrigan is out around the middle of the field. The ball comes down. It gets over Declan Boner's head. But once again, Tony Nation in possession. And it's a Donegal ball. Donegal ball. Manus Bile forcing Tony Nation over the sideline. 40 metres out. Manus pointed one like this in Newbridge 2 weeks ago. Donegal would need the assistance of a score here as Manus, right-footed. Dangerous ball right across the square. Marty Carlin is under it. And a great ball by Manus Boyle. Manus repeats his feet in Newbridge and knocks over Donegal's fourth score. Excellent score by Manus Boyle. 40 metres out. Line ball. No mistake. Donegal 4 points, Cork 1. John Cairns once again. Under us. Barry Coffey. Breaks down to Conor Conaghan. Conor Conaghan swung around by Charlie Mulgrew, and Conor takes a quick free. And Donegal ball. Donal Reid goes down there in the receiving end of a Barry Coffey booth. The referee wasn't impressed. Donal Reid with the line ball. Swings it across. Declan Boner is under it. Manus Boyle fouled again. Tony Nation penalised for swinging Manus Boyle. Marty Carlin is anxious to get on with it. With the result that the referee has moved it forward. Makes it a little bit easier for Marty Carlin to add to Donegal's total. Marty taps it over. Donegal 5th, 5-1. 24th minute of the first half. And Donegal seem to be getting their scoring act together after a period of pressure in the first half in which they found scores hard to come by. But will be quite anxious to register a few more before the half-time whistle. 25th minute here, 5 minutes in the first half. As John Cairns once again. John O'Driscoll is playing in the middle of the field at the minute. Paddy Hayes full forward. As John Cairns is clearing. Kick out. Martin Griffin is under it. And it comes to Joyce McMullen. Good understanding between Joyce and Martin here as Joyce is on his tracks. 50 metres out. Once again he's been finding his way to goal blocked. Joyce is slow in getting it in there. Gives it in now to Manus Boyle. Manus coming back into it of late. Coming inside Tony Nation. Sends a dangerous ball across. Dangerous ball dropping in by Manus. And a lovely point by Manus Boyle. Good work by Joyce McMullen. Found his way blocked. Picked out Manus Boyle. And Manus coming more into the game this last 5 minutes. 30 metres out. Near the sideline. Lofted it over for Donegal's 6th score. 6 points to 1. 4 minutes left. First half is John Cairns. John's one is along. Down on the Donal Reid and Barry Coffey. Barry takes it on the chest. Makes tracks. Pursued by Donal Reid. Matt Gallagher. Jimmy Kerrigan. The ball comes through and it's Barry Coffey still going. Joyce McMullen. Joyce put him under pressure. But it's still Barry Coffey in possession. Sends a dangerous ball dropping right across. Martin Shovlin gets a fist to it. And Noel McCall clears his lines. Comes under it to where Donal Reid Joyce McMullen gets a fist to it. Michael Lafferty with Tony Davis. Tony, number 3, Cork full back, finds himself on the halfway line. Lovely ball played through to Barry Coffey. Barry, confronted by Joyce McMullen, gets inside Joyce and sends a left-footed kick which has gone to the left and gone wide. Poor effort by Barry Coffey. Picked up a ball from Cork full back Tony Davis on the halfway line. Noel McCall averted a dangerous situation there for Donegal as Joyce McMullen seems to be holding an ankle down here under this. Certainly not out in the middle of the field. Rather slow in getting out there. Makes his way out into the middle as Noel McCall's meant for Declan Boner. Declan fisted on. Conor Conaghan is going across. Michael Lafferty is out on that. Michael gets possession. 50 metres out. Looks around himself and has his kick blocked down. His kick blocked down by Tony Davis. By Tom Mannix. Tom Mannix. And it's Michael Lafferty. The receiving end of a boot from Tom Mannix, it seems to be, and the referee. The referee insistent that Tom Conaghan doesn't make his way onto the field, but from up here it seems as if Tom Mannix got in there with the boot on Michael Lafferty. The referee at this stage has allowed the Donegal manager and physio John Cassidy on the field. Michael Lafferty on the receiving end of a Tom Mannix boot after he had his kick blocked down. And the name of Tom Mannix is going into the book as we approach the half-time whistle here. Marty Carlin will be anxious. Marty Carlin will be anxious to get this one over here. 6 points to 1. The umbrellas began to go up here in Ballyshannon. Noel McCall keeping himself warm on the goal as Michael Lafferty receives attention. Minute from half-time. See no reason at the minute why Donegal can't, with the assistance of a score or two before the interval, that they wouldn't be able to fight off the Cork onslaught in the second half. Obviously, Cork team at the minute, John O'Driscoll seems to be playing at midfield with Paddy Hayes full forward. Jimmy Kerrigan is back in his own full back line at the minute. Players switching all over the place. In fact, Manus Boyle, the man in form this last 10 minutes, right-footed, important kick. Manus sends it in, and Manus drops it to the right this time and drops it wide. Manus sends it to the right and sends it wide. Right-footed as John Cairns in no hurry. Content, I imagine, to go in at half-time with a 5-point deficit, considering that they'll have the advantage of the elements in the second half. Looking down here under us. Here he comes. Drops it into the centre of the field. Declan Boner is under it, but it's well taken by Niall Cahalane. Niall fouled once again. Declan Boner penalised for a wholly offence as Niall Cahalane 60 metres from his own goal. Niall Cahalane. Niall Cahalane. Niall's kick. Joyce is on the ground. Barry Coffey. Barry Coffey gets inside Donald Reid. Barry going right through, 30 metres out. Kicks it to the right, kicks it wide. Looks a bad miss, but let's face it, the breeze is quite strong down there. 30 metres out, could be a different story in the second half. But certainly will go down as a miss as far as Cork are concerned. We're on the half-time button as the referee is looking at his watch. Maybe a few minutes added on for the injury to Michael Lafferty. As Noel McCall's kick out, and yes, referee PJ McGrath blows his whistle for half-time. Half-time here in Ballyshannon in this Division 2 National League game. Donegal wind assisted in the first half. Lead Cork 6 points to 1. Really, maybe a fair reflection on the play. Despite Donegal's dominance, they didn't really threaten where it mattered most, and that was inside in front of goal. And it was not until this last 10 minutes that they did manage to put a little bit of daylight between themselves and Cork. But as we've seen in the first half, it's quite difficult to score into that breeze, as Cork, Barry Coffey found there just a few moments ago from 30 metres out. Unchallenged, but his kick was pulled by the wind and went harmlessly to the right and wide. As the teams make their appearance for the second half. With the rain threatening here in Ballyshannon, Cork team first on the field, followed by Donegal. We look about the place for any switches.
One change in the Cork team. Robert Swain is on for Dan Cullity.
One change in the Cork team. Robert Swain replaces Danny Cullity. Donegal seemed to start as they started the game. Ewan Gallagher into the game instead of flu victim Sean Boner. Certainly hasn't let the side down in this first half. Kept a tight rein on Cork's danger man John Cleary. Martin Shovlin replaced the injured Miles Sweeney, and he certainly had been very much to the fore in the Donegal defence in this first half. But as the second half begins, Martin Griffin is the first to gain possession. Tom swung around there, comes to Conor Conaghan. Conor puts Cork into the attack. Tommy McDermott gets a fist to it. Paddy Hayes. Paddy gets his foot under it, pursued by Joyce McMullen. It's Colm O'Neill in fact. Colm loses possession and it's free to Cork. Foul on Colm O'Neill. Some of the people up here don't agree with it, but be that as it may, John O'Driscoll 40 metres out, halfway between the sideline and the centre of the field, lines this one up. An important kick for this young man from Ballingeary. Here he comes, right footed, swings it across, and John makes no mistake with it as he opens Cork account in the first minute of the second half. 6-2 in favour of Donegal. A free on Colm O'Neill, who is now seems to be playing full forward. John Cleary is still left half forward, looking around the place for John O'Driscoll. Robert Swain, the substitute, is right half forward. John O'Driscoll is playing left half forward as Noel McCole from the 21 metre line. His kick swings away to the far side. Kept in play by Dennis Welsh. Hurler come footballer as he goes forward. Pursued by Donald Reid. Gets in his kick. It's high. Dangerous stopping ball. Noel McCole is content to leave the ball go to the left and go wide. Ball swung wide by Dennis Welsh. There's Michael Lafferty still full forward. Marty Carlin right half forward. Leslie McGettigan right half forward. There's Noel McCole with the kick out. Tries the other side of the pitch. And it's Colm O'Neill that's under it. Robert Swain. Robert gets in his kick. Dangerous stopping ball. And it's cut out by Tommy McDermott. A dangerous situation. Cut out. Finds his colleague Donald Reid. Donald making tracks up the right wing. Cuts the ball inside to Cornie Carr. Cornie breaks it back to Donald. Donegal making heavy work of it. against the breeze. Gives it to Leslie McGettigan. Possession football. Charlie Mulgrew crossing the halfway line. Charlie gives it across where it's cut out by Barry Coffey. Barry under pressure. Gets in his kick. Left-footed. Joyce McMullen breaks it out to Martin Griffin. Martin first time. Manus Boyle and Tony Davis. Declan Boner is in there. Ball is on the ground. Referee content to allow play go on. And in fact the referee is going to throw it in. Many developing there in which Donald Reid, Manus Boyle. Tony Davis not happy with Manus Boyle. Michael Lafferty comes in there. Christy Ryan. Christy Ryan comes away with it. Gives it to Conor Conaghan. Conor gives it long. It breaks down to Colm O'Neill. Inside to Tom Mannix. Tom finding his way blocked down. Plays it back to John Cleary. And John neatly right-footed sends it over. John Cleary. Not a man to miss the half chance. Send that one over from 21 metres after the ball had been broken down to Tom Mannix. 6-3. Cork wasting no time in pulling this Donegal lead back as Noel McCole looking for options in the centre of the field. Kicks it right out into the centre. Martin Griffin and Christy Ryan are under it. Ball breaks down. Comes to Joyce McMullen. Joyce forced once again across the field. Being swung around. The referee gives him a free on this occasion, penalising Christy Ryan. Joyce McMullen. Martin Shovlin anxious to get forward. Joyce content to kick. Kicks it low. Meant for Michael Lafferty. Reaches Michael Lafferty. Michael confronted by Tony Davis. Gets a good ball across to Marty Carlin and Leslie McGettigan. Leslie is penalised. Content to leave it behind them as Marty Carlin makes his way out from the right corner position. This ball slightly less than 40 metres out. Leslie McGettigan trying to push him towards goal. Sneaks a yard there as Marty. Important kick for the Kelly Gordon lad. Left-footed. Here he comes. Into the breeze. Marty pulls it across and Marty makes no mistake. Marty opens Donegal's account in the second half. 7 points to 3. An important kick for Donegal. Adjusted by sharpshooter Marty Carlin. 5 minutes of the second half. John Cairns with a kick out. Looking for the far side. Kicks it in there. Martin Griffin. The Declan Boner. The redhead from Dury. Kicks it low. Dangerous ball across in between John Evans and Marty Carlin. John Evans is getting back now. Pursued by Marty Carlin. Gets his clearance in. Left-footed. Barry Coffey running onto it. Barry very near the sideline. Met by Joyce McMullen. Comes across the centre. Uses the breeze. Long ball. Martin Shovlin is under it. But it comes down to Matt Gallagher. Matt, the young man from Ballantrae, finds his team captain Martin Griffin. Martin lays it off to Matt Gallagher once again. Possession football here is Martin Shovlin. Nae Volton up the left wing. Takes a dangerous ball inside. Michael Lafferty and Marty Carlin. Marty very close to the ground on that occasion. Plays the ball back to Manus Boyle. Manus sends his kick under pressure, sends it to the right and sends it harmlessly wide. Manus not happy with his contribution in that case. Take a pass from Marty Carlin. Following a promising move by Donegal. Instigated by team captain Martin Griffin. Crowd getting behind Donegal here. As John Cairns' kick comes into the centre of the field. Griffin is under it. Griffin gets his hand to it, but his substitute Robert Swain ahead of Martin Shovlin. Martin Griffin gets it down. Gets a boot to it. Comes to Manus Boyle. Manus said to be under pressure from behind. Gets possession. Comes inside. Sends a ball across. Meant for Leslie McGettigan. But it's Dennis Welch who gets a boot to it. Joyce McMullen. Joyce busting through. 45 metres out. Loses the ball. Not for the first time today. Joyce has been caught in possession. And this time his clearance comes down between Matt Gallagher and Jimmy Kerrigan. Matt gets a boot to it. Out over the line. Line ball for Cork. Jimmy Kerrigan. Back from his sojourn in Australia. Finding quite a handful here in Matt Gallagher to date. Comes at this line ball. Dangerous ball into the centre. Martin Griffin is on there. Martin gets his hand to it, but it comes out to John O'Driscoll. John pursued by Martin Griffin. Dangerous ball across, but Noel McCole clears his lines. Noel down in under his ear between Declan Boner and Niall Cahalane. Niall wins it to Jimmy Kerrigan. And Jimmy from 40 metres out. Great kick by Jimmy Kerrigan, and it drops all the way over the bar. Best goal of the game to date. picked up a clearance. Niall Callahan picked up a clearance from Noel McCole. Fed Jimmy Kerrigan. And Jimmy punished the Cork clearances. Certainly Cork using the breeze much better than Donegal did in the first half. 7-4. 7 minutes of the second half. As Noel McCole, the kick out into the centre of the field again, and needless to say, Griffin and Ryan are under it, and the breakdown, well read by Joyce McMullen. A good understanding here between these two midfield partners as Joyce McMullen goes over the 45-metre line. Play on, says the referee. Joyce is still going, heading for the 21, coming inside, and Joyce is foul in possession. The referee allows play to go on. Seemed as if Joyce was foul in possession, but this time the referee penalises Donegal men. Certainly not a popular decision amongst the Donegal contingent here as the referee is moving the ball forward. Certainly from up here it seemed to be as if Joyce McMullen was swung about as he was about to take his kick. The referee had other ideas, and from the broken play one of the Donegal forwards were penalised. John Cairns comes out from his goal 45 metres out. Important stage of the game now for Donegal as Martin Griffin is under it. Martin gets his hands to it, gets it into his hands, right-footed, has his kick blocked down. And kick blocked down by Tom Mannix, who was in turn penalised for touching the ball on the ground. Well broken up there by Martin Griffin as Ewan Gallagher looks as if he's going to take this one. Placed for him by Donal Reid. No hurry about it. Ewan, right-footed, way up the far side. Michael Lafferty is under it, but it's Tony Davis who gets it. Tony Davis finding his way, blocked, and Tony Davis, the experience of Michael Lafferty, winning the free off of Tony Davis, penalised for overplaying as Joyce McMullen takes it quick, meant for Manus Boyle. But in fact, Niall Callahan reads the situation the best, and Martin Shovlin is under it. Martin confronted by Dennis Welsh, plays a good ball out to Declan Boner. Declan to Martin Shovlin once again. The Nave Ulton man up along the wing, kicks the ball inside, but well cut out indeed by Tony Nation. Down here in the sideline, right under it, and it's Declan Boner. Declan takes it clean, dicks around Christy Ryan, sends it into Joyce McMullen with room to move. First time, kicks it in, aiming for Marty Carlin and John Evans. John Evans wins this one and clears the ball out to Barry Coffey. Barry Coffey, yes, Tony Davis penalised. John Evans penalised. Foul Michael Lafferty after he delivered the ball. Referee P.J. McGrath right up with the play. Gives a chance to Marty Carlin. 30 metres out. People up here will be quite content with he taps this one over the bar. 10th minute of the second half. Important stage of the game for Donegal. Important kick here for Marty Carlin. Into the breeze. Left footed. Swings it across. But Marty pulls it to the right and pulls it wide. Marty will not be happy with himself on that occasion. But certainly on the run of play in the second half, Donegal have certainly had much of the play. Cork made use of the few chances that they had got. As John Cairns comes at the kick out. Long into the centre of the field. Donal Reid is under it. Donal gets possession. Knocked to the ground. Plays it back to Cornie Carr. Cornie failing to find Marty Carlin. Bursting through there, taking a ball from Donal Reid. Didn't find Marty Carlin, with the result that it's a line ball to Cork. John Evans takes it quick, swings it across, and Michael Lafferty is under it. Michael 40 metres out, and Michael is fouled. Barton, second free, yes. Donal Reid. Donal moving forward, under pressure. 40 metres out, going right through. Donal Reid gives it outside to Leslie McGettigan. Leslie, time to take a shot. Swings it in, dangerous ball, dropping in. Declan Boner is under it. And it's out comes Niall Callahan. Niall is fouled by Charlie Mulgrew, and he averts the situation there for Donegal. Niall Callahan, a dangerous ball in from Leslie McGettigan. Held in play by the breeze. But Niall Callahan was fouled as John Cairns comes at the kick out. Period of Donegal pressure. John O'Driscoll. Cork free, Donegal free once again. A push on the back on Joyce McMullen. And certainly for this pressure, Donegal will be anxious to add to their total. 7-4 at this stage as Joyce McMullen lines it up in the middle of the field. Anxious moments up here. Next score could be important as Joyce McMullen. Joyce sends a ball. Dangerous inside, but it's well cut out by Barry Coffey. Cork left half forward, playing deep, and there's Martin Griffin on his own in the centre of the field. Martin sends a ball across to Joyce McMullen. His Cornie Carr on his outside. Joyce is coming through, 40 metres out, confronted by Christy Ryan. Sends a dangerous stopping ball in. Declan Boner is under it. Tony Davis, Conor Houlihan, but Declan Boner is penalised for a holding foul on Niall Callahan. Niall Callahan managed to get his hand to it despite the push by Declan Boner. Certainly, Donegal settling in quite well in the second half, seem to be on top in the middle of the field. A much improved second half here for Joyce McMullen. Attempting to hand the ball forward. Unfortunately, the Donegal forwards are finding this Cork backline hard to get through as Martin Griffin and Christy Ryan are under it. Well taken by Martin Griffin, playing at Captain's Park. Delivers a long ball into where Leslie McGettigan, Marty Carlin, Michael Lafferty is out under it, but it's Tony Davis at full back. Comes to Barry Coffey. Barry playing about here. He's going over the halfway line. Gives it to his full back, Tony Davis. Tony, 40 metres from the Donegal goal. Well cut out here by, man, it seems to be Leslie McGettigan, number 13. Good possession football. And it gives to Ewan Gallagher. Possession football here by Donegal. Right full back, Ewan Gallagher has come all the way forward. Gives the ball inside to Manus Boyle. Manus very near the sideline. Play on, says the referee. Still in play. And it's still in Manus Boyle. A tussle over there, but it seems to be coming to Manus Boyle. Manus is going right along here. And he's cut it right across into the centre to Michael Lafferty. Michael finding his way back. Plays it back to Manus Boyle. Manus sends it dangerously across the goal. Still in play. Still in play as John Cairns picks it up. Down here under us. John Cairns plays the ball out to Christy Ryan. Christy Ryan unmarked. Gets in a clearance. Across in where Barry Coffey. Confronted by Joyce McMullen. Left footed. Dangerous ball in. And it's Colm O'Neill who gets his fist to it, but Noel McCole is under it. Well played by Noel McCole. Out to Ewan Gallagher. Donald Reid. Donald moving forward. Donegal playing good possession football at the minute. But in fact it is John Evans. Intercepted by Joyce McMullen. Joyce is one of them having his better periods at the second half as he sends Leslie McGettigan away. Leslie 40 metres out. Pursued by Barry Coffey. Gets inside. Dangerous ball inside and it's once again cut out by Tony Davis. Tony is fouled here. Swung around by Charlie Mulgrew, who's having a little bit of difficulty getting into this game at this stage. And certainly the Donegal backs will be content and midfielders that will be added will be quite content as we're halfway through the second half here. Donegal forwards finding it difficult to make progression against this tight Cork defence. And once again, Joyce McMullen. Joyce is really on his game, and whatever was said at half-time, bringing Charlie Mulgrew into it. A ball inside to Manus Boyle, and for the second time today, John Cairns intercepts a dangerous-looking ball, sends it to Barry Coffey. Barry and his owners, Donald Reid had gone forward. Dangerous ball inside. Colm O'Neill gets his hand out, and Ewan Gallagher. Ewan certainly justifying his appearance here today. Plays it out ahead of Martin Shovlin. Martin comes over the halfway line. Still going Martin. Pursued by Tom Mannix. Kick blocked down by Tom Mannix. And the flag goes up. It's a Donegal ball. Donegal, a period of Donegal dominance. Dominance on the field, but certainly not dominance on the scoreboard. 17 minutes into the second half. 7-4. Michael Lafferty comes out to take this one. Drops it into Marty Carlin. Marty gets his hand to it, but the ball breaks. Cork back gets the boot to it. It comes to Christy Ryan. Christy, long. Comes into Matt Gallagher and Jimmy Carrigan. Matt gets his hand to it, but the ball breaks to Jimmy Carrigan. Jimmy coming across. Seems to be looking for his free kick. Not two hops. Cornie Carr gets his boot to it. Well played by Cornie Carr. Out to Michael Lafferty, who seems to be coming out the field at this stage. To Ewan Gallagher. Ewan thinks about a pass, but changes his mind. Gives it inside to Marty Carlin. Marty sends a dangerous stopping ball in. Declan Boner is under it. Mike Callahan is under it. And the man that comes away is Marty Carlin. Manus Boyle. Manus, right-footed. A beautiful point by Manus Boyle. Important score by the young man. Young man from Kellybegs winning a great ball. Right. Yes, might be added. Credit to the score may go to Manus Boyle, but really it was a great Donegal move initiated by the boot of Cornie Carr at centre half back. Much improved performance on the Kildare showing. Indeed, let the whole thing be said, because certainly Donegal deserved that score as John Cairns into the centre of the field. Barry Coffey comes out to, it's John Cleary. Gives the ball into Colm O'Neill. Sorry, this is John Cleary. John Cleary gives it in, right-footed. And Colm O'Neill gets inside Tommy McDermott. This is danger for Donegal as Colm O'Neill misses breakthrough. And Noel McCole. In fact, it came off the post and it's gone wide. thought for a while that Noel McCall was after bringing off a magnificent save. He certainly came out and nodded the angle after Colm O'Neill had got inside Tommy McDermott. Period of danger there for Donegal. Barry Coffey being given quite an amount of room around the centre of the field. Noel McCall anxious to get attention. The referee is having none of it. Tommy McDermott comes back out. Operators and one of Cork's lively operators at this stage. Niall Callahan seems to be in no hurry to take it. He's calling back his Australian colleague John O'Driscoll here. 45 metres out. John O'Driscoll. 8-4. That's John O'Driscoll. 18 minutes of the second half. John O'Driscoll with the breeze. Swings it across. It comes off Ewan Gallagher and 45. 45 to Cork. John O'Driscoll going across once again to take it. Michael Lafferty seems to be playing a roving game at the minute. In fact, Manus Boyle and Marty Carlin are the only Donegal forwards in the Cork half of the field. Certainly that last score by Manus Boyle should prove an important boost to Donegal after a period of pressure. Here comes John O'Driscoll with the 45 metre line. This has gone to the left and it's gone wide. And certainly the points would seem to be there, despite the fact that there are still 13 minutes left, and Tom Conaghan makes his way down along the far sideline, anxious to get his charges up the field. Forwards and all seem to be getting back in at this stage. A word of advice there for Ewan Gallagher. That's Noel McCall. Noel, long ball out into the centre of the field. Martin Griffin is under it. The break comes down. Donal Reid gets his hand to it, and it's Martin Griffin who comes out of a melee of players and swung around there. Martin Griffin. Every free, every second for Donegal at this stage would seem to be important. They settle down. Donal Reid is not bursting himself with speed as far as this free kick. Anxious to take his time, allow his forwards to get into possession. Hoping to reach Michael Lafferty at full forward. Right-footed. But this ball seems to be going out to the right wing and it's gone out. Unnecessary pressure back in Donegal. Line ball for Cork as a result of a free kick by Donal Reid. But let's face it, the breeze is strong down there. While we're up here in the shelter of the stand. As the Donegal line ball is taken. And Martin Griffin once again. Martin, left-footed. Left or right, Martin seems to be on song today. But it's it's Dennis Wells intercepting for Cork. Sends a dangerous ball in between Colm O'Neill and Tommy McDermott. Colm O'Neill gets his hand to it. Tom Mannix is through and Tom sends it over. But a let off for Cork. A let off for Cork indeed. Tom Mannix ran onto a ball broken down by full forward Colm O'Neill, and I'm sure Mannix will not be too happy with it. Certainly Donegal would be quite happy to concede a point in that situation because Tom Mannix was through against Noel McCall, and it certainly seemed as if a goal was to be the end of it. But in any case, be that as it may, it's 8-5, a goal in it as we enter the last 10 minutes of the game here in Ballyshannon. Noel McCall lucky up. Martin Griffin doing the directly in the middle of the field, anxious to get under this one. He's under it. Joyce McMullen waits for the break, and Joyce half gets it, but this referee there seems to see a push on one of the Cork men, and in the centre of the field, Christy Ryan, the veteran of this Cork team, lines up this ball. Here he comes. Dangerous ball. Drops it right into the square. Martin Griffin is under it. Martin gets his hand to it. But it's Matt Gallagher. Matt, the man from Ballantrae, tries to get in his kick. Trying to kick in an impossible situation. Has it blocked down. Tommy McDermott. And Tommy's poor clearance. And certainly Tommy's poor clearance was lucky there because ball came out to Colm O'Neill. And Colm with poor work of a poor clearance from Tommy McDermott. The ball breaks down. And Donal Reid is penalised for a foul on Barry Coffey. A let off there for Donegal. A little bit of hesitancy at the back. John Cleary, one of 3 Castlehaven men on this Cork outfit, inside the 45 metre line. Position in which Manus Boyle scored for Donegal in the first half. Cork Menthers would be anxious to register a score at this stage of the game as John Cleary drops it right into the square. Martin Griffin is under it. And typical Griffin style comes out. No messing, gets in his clearance. Right back to where Leslie McGettigan. And Leslie, referee, Yes, referee penalises Cork's Callum O'Neill for a foul on Martin Griffin as he got in his kick. Important minutes as the minutes tick away here in Ballyshannon. 8-5. 8 minutes left in it. Important that Donegal keep their net intact. They had 2 lucky escapes in this last few minutes as Ewan Gallagher gets in this free kick and once again goes to the far side. Leslie McGuinness is under it, but Tony Davis comes away. Tony bursting his way up along the far sideline, pursued by Michael Lafferty. Sends a dangerous ball into Tom Mannix. Tom loses it. And it still comes back to Christy Ryan. Christy Ryan back now to Barry Coffey. Barry 45 metres out. And if Donegal can do it in one end, Barry Coffey can do it in the other. And it goes to the right and goes wide. Charlie Mulgrew pulling back here towards his own half-back line. Getting all sorts of advice as to where to take his man from out here in the stand. Charlie won't mind as the minutes tick away here. 8-5. Are Donegal to register their first 2 points in this National League campaign. Noel McCall, busy man in this last 10 minutes with the kickouts. Certainly nothing wrong with that one. It's long. Griffin is under it, but the ball comes down to Barry Coffey. No man has had much possession as Barry today. He gives it back to Christy Ryan. Christy right-footed. Dangerous dropping ball in there. Colm O'Neill. Colm a shot. Ball hit the upright, and Noel McCall relieves it. Ball came off the upright, and Noel McCall did very well. Noel's clearance under pressure. The wind pulls it and it's gone for the 45. Yes, from up here it seems as if it's supposed to save Cork, save Donegal, but certainly Noel McCall was quickly onto the rebound. Intended well with his clearance, but the ball was pulled by the breeze and it's a Cork 45. And certainly that Donegal net has had some tight escapes in this last few minutes. As Niall Callahan with this 45. 6 minutes remaining. Niall Callahan, left-footed. Anxious to drop it in. That's he does. Pulling to the far side. Cork players under it. Going to get it brought to it. And it's Cornie Carr. Cornie gets his fist to it. Lovely ball out to Declan Bonner. To Charlie Mulgrew. Charlie takes it on to Manus ball. Manus gains possession. Important at this stage possession. Joyce goes up outside him. But here comes Manus. He gets inside his Tony Nation and kicks the ball inside. Dangerous ball to Marty Carlin. The ball bounced in favour Marty. Ball comes out to Tony Nation. Tony Nation long. Martin Shovlin is under it. Martin gets his fist to it. Charlie Mulgrew. Charlie coming back into it, but Charlie loses it. Charlie swings it. Tom Mannix around and a free to... It's Tom Conaghan, in fact, he swings it on, and the name of Charlie Mulgrew is going to go into the book. A free at this stage. May not matter as the minutes tick away here. Promising Donegal attack. The ball just didn't break for Marty Carlin. That's Christy Ryan. Certainly a point for Cork at this stage may not be enough. Christy Ryan knows that as he drops this ball in. Martin Griffin is coming towards it. Martin Shovlin gets his fist to it. Ball comes out to Barry Coffey. Barry picks up the break. Barry is under pressure. Plays the ball back to Jimmy Kerrigan. Jimmy has his kick blocked down. Cornie Carr challenges it out. And here comes Cornie Carr to Charlie Mulgrew. Charlie needs to carry. A no better man to carry. And Charlie loses possession. Ball coming to Declan Bonner. Declan gains possession and Declan wins the free kick. The attack broken up by Cornie Carr. A revelation today. Since the ball inside to Martin Shovlin. Reading the situation well. Goes forward on his own. Just keep it in there, Martin. But Martin's delivery was not the best. But it really may be as good as a score at this stage. As Martin comes back to his left half-back position. The final kick wasn't the best as John Kenn's kick comes over to the far side. Meant for Barry Coffey. Barry is not going to get this one. Line ball to Donegal. Is this to be the first 2 points in Conaghan's reign? Seems to be. John Cassidy on the far side. Looking at the watch. From here it seems to be 3 minutes. 3 minutes left. Instructions going into Martin Griffin. Joyce McMullen. Joyce is not going to break any sweat with the speed he's going to take this one. Looking around him. Anxious to get that ball in there. Michael Lafferty is anxious for the short one. Joyce is having none of it as he drops. He takes the short one. Meant for Michael Lafferty. Michael breaks it back. Gets it out to Joyce McMullen. Joyce under pressure and Joyce wins the free kick. Yes. Joyce thought about a short one. Steady himself at this occasion. 45 metres out. The seconds tick away here. Stolen lead with a kick. Ball is in there and his ball breaks down. It breaks down to Michael Lafferty. Michael is being swung around there, but Michael is still in possession. Plays the ball back. Played well back to Charlie Mulgrew. Charlie needs to get in a shot. He sends it across to where Manus Boyle puts Tony Day off of Tony Davis, and it's a 45. Yes, as good as a score at this stage. Good as a score. Tony Nation under pressure from Manus Boyle. Yes, Marty will be anxious to kill this one. A scorer wide. It wouldn't matter at this stage. There's 2 minutes left in the game. But certainly Marty would be anxious to put it between the posts. We'd excuse him if he put it left or right. And in fact, it's gone to the right. Effort by Leslie McGetting and keep it in play failed. John Kearns anxious to get this ball out as quickly as he can. Martin Griffin dropping back to where he hopes this kick out is going to drop. John Kearns once again trying out his right wing. Martin Griffin is under it, but Barry Coffey once again. Barry sends a dangerous ball into Colm O'Neill. Could this be it for Cork? Colm confronted by Tommy McDermott. Seems to be overplaying it from up here. Lays the ball off to John Cleary. Martin Shovelin. And Martin Shovelin gets his boot to it. Maybe it was lucky Martin got the boot there because John Cleary was on his way. Maybe Martin won't mind getting his name into the book for a tattle like that, because certainly John Cleary was on his way through. And a dangerous situation was averted, shall we say, by the boot of Martin Shovelin. His name going into the book at this stage possibly could have been punished had John Cleary been allowed to burst his way through as Christy Ryan. The hall work from St. Finbarrs. What's he going to do? Trying for the goal. And he does. It's blocked down. Declan Bonner doesn't mind where he gets it. Declan doesn't mind where he gets it. This clearance goes out over the end line. Referee checking his watch. 45 metre kick for Cork. Niall Cahalane. Linesmen not happy with the pace of the ball. They're all back in the Donegal half of the field at the minute. Michael Lafferty making his way right back in. She's certainly not going to drop into the net from the kick as the ball drops down. And it comes to Tommy McDermott. Time is up on our stopwatch as it comes to Charlie Mulgrew. And from here the referee seems to have blown it up. Yes, then the reaction up here at the final whistle tells the tale as Tom Conaghan makes his way, and the first man, justifiably so, the first man he shakes the hand of is Cornie Carr. Cornie probably under pressure like some of the other Donegal men, players following their display in Kildare, but certainly they did the county proud today. At half time it looked as if a 5-1 lead may be tight, but certainly Donegal gave as good as they got in the second half. And indeed, except for a few near misses by Cork in the second half, Donegal were well worth their final victory, which I make it 8 points to 5.
John Joe O Shea.
That's it.
Very good, John Joe.
I don't know how she came out, but sure.